Guys, it's Lizzie. I have been wanting to make this video for a really long time now. I need to sit on my feet to make myself not look like I'm looking up. As you can tell by the title, you know what this video is going to be about. I hate Halloween, and it's not because of a moral or religious reason at all. I've just always hated it. Now I want to give like what is it called? Why can't I think of the word? What is it called? A disclaimer. A disclaimer. I want to give a disclaimer before we continue. I know you're used to my like happy positive videos, but this is gonna be like me being vulnerable and real and telling you exactly why I don't like Halloween, and so it might have a little bit of like a bummer tone, but don't worry, it's okay. My hate for Halloween has gone back for as long as I can remember. I remember when I was young, I loved it. I was a red crayon for one Halloween. I was Belle from Beauty and the Beast. I had good costumes and it was great, but I started hating it once I was old enough to really realize what trick-or-treating was and what the experience was like, and it was just not pleasant for me. My family and I would go out with like my cousins, and so it was a big group of us, and we'd go around our neighborhood and we would like be looking forward to it all day at school, and like we're gonna go trick-or-treating and it's gonna be so fun. But for me, it sucked. It sucked for many reasons. The first reason was the time changes by Halloween and it gets darker sooner. I still to this day can't really see at night, and so walking around it was always hard because I couldn't really see, so I would have to be near like an adult or someone with an actual flashlight, because back then iPhone flashlights were not a thing. We had like the actual battery pack flashlights walking around to be safe, and because I really couldn't see. And I remember I had to be next to the person, and if you're visually impaired or you can't really see at night, or you can just picture this right now, imagine walking around and not really being able to see, and you have to put your trust in someone else, and it sort of delays you walking because you're sort of questioning, is there a curve there, am I gonna trip, is there something there? So that was always really hard for me, and I became really self-conscious about it. The other thing was, when I was younger, I knew my neighborhood kids, but we weren't always like trick-or-treating in my neighborhood, so I'd always be around other kids who didn't know who I was, and it was direct access for like being sort of stared at and made fun of, and it wasn't because of our costumes or whatever, it was because other kids were at my level and we were passing each other, going up to like knock on the door and say trick-or-treat and get candy, and it was not fun for me. It made me very insecure. I hated it. I don't know. It always just gave me a bad feeling, and I started looking at Halloween as like something that I would dread because I didn't want to be stared at or like teased or whatever. And so it was just really hard for me, and ever since then I've just had a very strong dislike for Halloween. Who knows, maybe once I have kids, I'll all of a sudden be all about it and excited for it, but even still to this day, like even in college, I would like dress up and go out with my friends, but I still didn't even like it, even when I was older. And so I've just grown up with this not being a fan of Halloween, and I'm a big baby. I hate being scared. I don't like scary stories. I don't like all of that stuff. I just don't like it. And add all of that together, and October 31st is just not one of my favorite days of the year. Now, I will dress up Ollie. Ollie does have an amazing costume this year. We're probably not going to do anything or go anywhere. I was invited to go places, but I'm probably not. And I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it. So I'll definitely be eating the candy. I'll be doing that part of it, but the rest, I'm really not going to be doing anything. How do you feel about Halloween? Let me know in the comments. Do you feel the same way I do? Tell me why you love Halloween. It might be some people's like most favorite holiday. So let me know. What do you think? What are your thoughts on Halloween? Have you had any crazy experiences? But that's it. I just want to share my little story as to why I'm not a fan of October 31st. Alright, that is it. Thank you for watching this quick little sit down, me being honest video. If you are new, please go hit that big red subscribe button. If you like this video, please give it a really big thumbs up. And if you have something nice to say, you know where to leave it in the comments below. And I love you. I'll see you in the next video.